Okay guys, so as a professional dominatrix, I'm trying to make things a little easier here, okay? Because I get asked this question a lot. Am I gay? Because I'm into trannies. I fantasize about trannies. Maybe I've even been with a tranny. Am I gay? Because I like having toys in my ass. Because I like strap-on and pegging play. I'm just going to make this easy, like I said. So here's the layman terms breakdown. You're female and you only like men. You're straight. You're female and you only like females. You're gay. You're female and you like females and males. Now we're talking about sex. Sexually, you fantasize about both males and females equally. You're bi. Okay? You're a man and you only fantasize and are turned on by women. You're straight. You're a man and you only think about men. You're gay. You're a man and you're turned on by women and men. You're bi. So simple. I've experimented with women. It was fun. It's just not for me. I'm really strictly dickly myself. Okay? So you're male and you're wanting to know if you're gay because you love strap-on play or pegging. Listen, we have these crevices and holes and openings in our body, and people are bound to experiment as well to see how does this feel, how does that feel. And it is common fact, common knowledge that men have a prostate inside their anal passage. Women also have sort of the female equivalency of that. It's called a G-spot. It can produce orgasm. It does not make you gay because you like a strap-on inside of you. It just means that you have successfully experimented with all of your openings and that you've come to realize that, damn, that feels good. Now, in terms of trannies, look, most trannies are fucking gorgeous. Like, I even look at trannies that put in a lot of effort into their image, and I'm like, holy shit, like, she's hotter than me. Her clothes, her fashion, her sense of style. Yes, they spent endless hours getting their nails done, getting their hair done, exuding female sexuality. Because that's what does it for them. That's how they feel sexually. Now, guys are visual creatures. So if they see some extremely feminine creature walking down the street that's gone out of her way to, you know, get the hair done and she's got that walk of confidence, and of course he's going to get turned on. Men are visual beings, right? They would get turned on by any female that's put a lot of effort into her looks. So you have to remember, a tranny that is a passable tranny, meaning she can pass as a woman, that's a woman. It's not a man anymore. That is a woman. Whether they have a penis still or they don't have a penis, it doesn't matter. When I was quite young, 14, 15 years old, I had my first ever encounter with what was truly, I kid you not, it was a woman stuck in a man's body, or really truly just a girl in a boy's body. And what a sweetheart. I wouldn't for the life of me remember this guy's name, but everything about him internally was very feminine. You know, externally he looked male, but it was like hanging out with a girlfriend, the way his mind operated, and sexually too. So if you're interested in a tranny, you have to ask yourself a few different questions. Is it just the penis you're interested in? So when I talk about this encounter, I was literally talking about that I got to hang out on Wreck Beach with this guy all night who was definitely like a chick. It wasn't, when I say sexually, it wasn't that we did anything sexually, or that there was any sexual chemistry, or that I was even interested in that. In fact, I think I was high on LSD. But, I am a firm believer that, yes, people are born into the wrong bodies. There are plenty of women born into male bodies and vice versa, males born into female bodies. And, in terms of like the whole thought process behind non-binary, which, you sometimes or you connect to both male and female. Listen, I honestly think we all have so many layers to our personalities. We also have layers sexually. There's some people that make you feel more dom and some that make you feel more sub. But, I have days like that too where, days that I want to dress up and look like a total diva. And then I have days that I feel quite tomboyish. I used to be a tomboy when I was young. And there's some times that I'm out that, some little petite girl will be all over me and stuff, and I'll have kind of some masculine feelings. I think we all have a little bit of masculine and feminine in us, no doubt. Ultimately, when it comes to trannies and strap-on and such, but getting back to the whole men attracted to trannies, if you're looking at a tranny that's passable, you're looking at a woman. So is it the thought of the penis then? Because then that's a fetish fantasy. You're not looking at that tranny as an actual person. You're looking at that tranny as a curiosity sexually. Right? You're not looking at that tranny as giving it a valiant effort to have a relationship with one. You just are turned on at the idea of this gorgeous woman having a penis. Well, I could put a strap-on and it would be the same thing. But ask yourself this question. Who in their right mind, when they're young and they start to realize that, let's say they're a guy and they're, raised to believe that they're to meet a nice girl one day, have kids, and buy the house, and the whole, American dream image. No young boy that realizes he's not attracted to girls, but is getting attracted to boys, would purposely try to get attention in such a way. Think about it. That's a lot of confusion, and because of church and because of families and because of society, they might try to squash it, literally, deny it, and live in denial for oftentimes many years, which is horrible. They know damn well that they're not attracted to women, but they're too embarrassed to ever come out and admit that. Why has our society created such fear for just acknowledging and embracing how we feel and what we are? That's terrible. No little girl that would rather be a boy and doesn't feel like a little girl is going to sign up for that either. But, for example, like an asexual person can never see sex as pleasure, is never going to be attracted sexually to anybody because they've been hurt that way. Just like a lesbian who has been beat by men her whole life and then finds safety with a woman. Sex is not the main priority in a lot of relationships or to a lot of people. There's two different kinds of people. There's very sexual people and then there's very non-sexual people too. But if you like things inside your ass and you're a man, it just means that you've discovered how great it feels to have something in your ass, and that's a turn on. There's so many different sexual preferences. Some women love to give head, some don't. Some men like to eat pussy, some don't. Just like some people like it in the ass and some don't. And I'm not denying that an asexual person exists. People that are just absolutely not turned on to either. I just feel like something probably happened in their childhood. Some kind of abuse, that makes them not ever want to experience sex as something pleasurable, and therefore they're psychologically they aren't attracted to either. I do feel like asexuality probably does stem from some type of trauma, and I believe that there's lesbians that exist in the world that are only with another woman because they've been hurt by men. Probably more lesbians like that than there would be gay guys that are only with guys because a woman hurt them. But I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just letting you know that in my line of work, nobody needs to lie to me. There's no reason. So if you're a man that's attracted only to women, you're straight. Now, a tranny that looks like a very passable tranny, you're looking at her because of the fact that she looks so feminine. So if you're only attracted to women, once again, guys, it doesn't matter if she's got a cock down there or not, unless you're looking at her only because of the fact that she has a cock down there. That's different. I'm not saying that that makes you gay. I'm just saying that you have some serious issues then, right? Because you could meet a beautiful woman, get her to put on a strap-on, and it's the same thing as that tranny, right? If you're only attracted to females, then you're straight. Only males, you're gay. And if you fuck with them both, you're bi.